Hello out there, this is Cammie White and you're listening to Rushdown Radio.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Rushdown Radio. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Michael.
And today, we got quite a bit to talk about.
We have a bevy of stuff to talk about, actually.
You know, game industry, doing game industry things. Not as bad this time, though.
It's messing up a little bit, though.
It's only a little bit. It's only hey, better than a little bit than a lot of bit.
I mean, I guess.
Look, in a perfect world, we wouldn't have this messy game industry nonsense. It will look like that futuristic city like in Final Fantasy VII Remake. Everything is working perfectly. Everybody's smiling.
Propaganda.
Right? Everybody's there's none of all this isms or ists. Trump wouldn't be president.
We'll have probably Shinra as president, though.
Hey, I'll take what I can get, man.
I don't know, man. He's worse. He dropped that whole plate on people. Just because.
I feel like Trump would have dropped the plate.
He probably would. I mean, COVID might as well be a plate.
He probably would have dropped all the plates simultaneously.
Yikes. Drop them all. Drop them.
Just drop them. Whoever lives to the chosen.
Wow. Not drop all the plates simultaneously.
And then whoever lives can live on the Trump plates.
Yikes. Yeah. We don't need Trump. Nope. All right. What are you playing lately?
Playing Hades a lot.
Everybody seems to be playing that game.
A lot of Hades. Dash of Mario here and there.
Which one?
Sunshine, actually. Because I refuse to play 64. I've played it far too many times. And Galaxy, while amazing, will just have to wait until I am done with Sunshine, as I will not juggle these two.
But they're two platform games.
Yes, and they will be played in succession. So once I am done with Sunshine, I will move on to Galaxy, but that'll all come after Hades, which is amazing.
Hades looks fun.
By Hades.
I wish the perspective was a little bit closer to him, because it's like super far away.
Like literally my only complaint is that the start screen looks kind of mid. That's it. It's my only complaint.
Who's Supergiant made that game?
Yes.
Okay, so that's the Bastion
and Transistor.
Yeah.
I think they made another game, Pyre. That's supposed to be like some sports game.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that game.
I hear that game is pretty good, too, but I have yet to play it.
They have a good track record. I think Bash is my favorite of the ones they've made since, well, but still, I haven't played Hades yet, so I can't say.
Hades is so good. By Hades, by the way.
By Hades.
I don't know if I've said that yet.
You said it quite a bit already.
Oh, whoa. Just for good measure. By Hades.
Which one like more between Hades and Hollow Knight?
Hollow Knight.
Oh, not even a
nope.
blink. Not even a little bit. Not even a second to think about it or nothing.
No.
Wow. Well, that's dedication.
I mean, I'm always going to be by Hollow Knight, but I mean,
you are always
both of them are like $35.
Yeah.
So, well, I think Hades is $25 because it was $20 when it came out, but now it's like $25. But even then, it's $40.
Yeah, that's still a good price. And Hollow Knight is on the Game Pass too. So
for you Xbox, well, they can get Hades on Xbox, but I'm sure you guys have it on PC. For you PC folk, I'm sure you already have Hollow Knight and know it's amazing because you guys have had it already. But buy Hades if you haven't. Good game. Very good game. And they deserve all the praise for it.
You can just buy Hades train.
Hey, buy Hades.
Okay.
All right, what about you, Michael?
I am playing Genshin Impact, the Weeaboo Game of the Year.
Oh dear.
Oh my God, it's so good. I love the game to death. Like, it's the best gacha game that's ever been made. Like, it's perfect in every possible way because it's free. Imagine that game being $60. That game would be garbage.
Yo, I will say this is one of the best. I did play some Genshin Impact. I haven't played a whole lot. I will say it's the best free game I've ever played.
It's so good. It's crazy.
Which is insane because before that it was Warframe. Warframe is amazing.
Oh, you got that new patch for Warframe too that made it more open world, right?
Look, man, I don't know. I'm not going back to that.
They say it's good. You should go try it. The new open world part, they say it was good.
I'm not saying it's bad. That's not why I'm not going back.
So why aren't you going back?
Because I don't need to be holed up in my house where nobody knows where I am playing Warframe. Okay, I don't want Erica coming back and say, "Honey, it's been a week since you blinked."
It'll be the same thing when this Gaia comes out. So what's the difference?
Because this Gaia has an end.
Does it?
Well, not really.
Exactly.
Look,
they added a new what is it? A new cap to the game too.
Look. Okay.
And you probably gonna try to reach it too. Because you're a weirdo.
I only need one long-term commitment at a time. Okay. All right. Now, Genshin Impact.
Yes, oh my god, that game is so good. I think the good price for that game, if it was like actually for retail, I think $30 would be probably the limit I would pay for that game.
I'd pay
anything more of that would be that'd be too much. 60 is that's too much. No. But it's actually a lot better on games I played this year, honestly. Besides that, of course, out of nowhere, Kirby Fighters 2. That game came out of nowhere. And
take a moment to tell the people about Kirby Fighters 2.
So Kirby Fighters 2 is this really weird fighting game made with a whole bunch of different Kirby copy power things. And of course, DDD and Meta Knight are in this game too. Arcade mode is pretty much you going through floors fighting different Kirbys until you fight Meta Knight and DDD, even though it's not really them. The first 2 times you do it, you gotta go back down and do it a 3rd time, which kind of sucks, but something about the game is fun. But it's because it's Kirby. Kirby is always fun.
True.
Like I can't think of a Kirby game that's actually bad.
Neither can I. I mean, if you guys know one, then let us know, but
I'm playing one more game, but I can't talk about it because I am sworn in secrecy by the developer. Honestly, like it's literally in the email. It's like, yeah, you can't talk about this. So I can't say what the game is, but you'll know about it once we're able to talk about it.
I know what it is.
Of course, you know what it is. You know what it is. I'm so excited, but yeah, I can't talk about it. But it's amazing. Just let you guys know.
Oh, all right. Well, we won't talk about it.
Yeah. So that's one I'm playing right now. So, what's our topics for this week? What we got going on?
All right, let's get this out the way. Right, Minecraft Steve.
Today, this happened.
Yep, happened today. So, that happened.
Man.
It occurred.
I was going to wake up early to see his thing, too. I'm glad I didn't wake up early for it. I would have been very, very upset.
At the risk of sounding like a gaming boomer, which is fine by me. Mm-hmm. Why?
I know, like, of all characters. Of all times to do this.
We are in a pandemic.
Right?
It is 2020.
There's so much bad
going
on.
So Nintendo said to Sakurai, hey, you know what gamers want right now? Besides hope, besides joy, besides Bayonetta 3 news.
Right?
Minecraft Steve. And Sakurai looked at them like, I don't know if that's the answer.
He looks so unenthused about this character.
Right, he pressed X to doubt, and they were like, "Look, we signed your paycheck,
yeah.
So, yeah, go ahead and put that 200. Was it million? I want to say they sold 200 million copies of Minecraft.
Yeah.
Go ahead and put that bestseller out there.
Pretty much.
Go ahead and do it for the one time.
Do the thing. Listen to them talk about the amount of work that went into putting that character in the game. Jesus.
Oh, I believe it.
Like to have to like refigure all the stages and put those cubes on it. I'm like, really? That's like what? How many stages in the game? Like, what? Over close to 100 stages in that game.
Ooh, I think it's like 103, 104.
That's a lot of stages I have to reconfigure just to put one character's gimmick in.
Yep, 200 million units.
Jesus. Poor Sakurai. He did not like this character or doing his decision because he had some obligation. Because other characters, he seemed so excited about it. Like, oh man, I'm so excited, I'm ready. And I'm like, yeah, so Minecraft.
Well, I don't know if I'm gonna judge his excitement yet until I see the actual presentation for him.
I'm judging it by the way he looked at his house. He's like, because he was like, what did we just watch?
You know what's crazy?
What?
The best part about it is he's never had to explain before that this was not his idea.
Right? He ain't never did that before.
This was, look, Nintendo, they came through my door and they were like, look, make the character. And I was like, I don't know if I can. And they looked down their glasses. Sakurai. Sakurai.
Like, pushed them up like an anime. That Glimmer cave, like, crap. Like, well, I guess I'm stuck in my house making this character. Poor Sakurai. Free Sakurai.
Good luck to you guys that have to make renders of this, or you guys are going to make memes of this.
The memes will never stop.
Good luck with that, because
Cloud fighting the character from Minecraft.
Right, imagine this game is becoming more and more of a shitpost as time goes on. Who would have thought that Joker from Persona 5 was going to be fighting Minecraft Steve? All right, that's enough about Minecraft Steve.
Unless we can pivot to something else.
All right, let's talk about something Michael really wants to talk about. The Tokyo Game Show
highlights. There weren't much.
So, if you recall, the last episode that we talked about the Tokyo Game Show, what did I say to you, Michael?
Keep my expectations in check. I know. You gave me the whole Capcom spiel.
And what'd you do?
Didn't.
And what happened?
Anger.
Now, why are you angry, Michael?
Because they showed the same old trailers again. Like every single show is a lot of stuff I've already seen or already knew about. Like, and then, oh my God. So the ones I was really excited about, like Square Enix, I want to see them show something new for that Final Fantasy 16 trailer. Didn't really do that. Babylon Fall, they showed the same trailer from E3, which I was like, why?
Yeah, that was whack. That was the same JPEG
same
that y'all showed.
Let's see.
Come on, man.
No SNK was there. No Bayonetta 3 news. Nothing. Let's see. Who else betrayed me? Oh, Capcom. Oh, Capcom betrayed me again. That Dan reveal or presentation was garbage too. We get no V trigger, no super move, no nothing.
We got normals.
We don't want to see that. Like, oh, we can show the taunt super. No one cares.
We got some. Hey, whoa there, Buckaroo.
Yes, 2 V triggers. We don't know nothing about. And then they didn't even show anything about the new mechanic either. Just garbage.
Please keep watching.
Just wow. Just complete garbage.
I mean, they showed some Monster Hunter Rise.
Okay, that was fine. That was probably one of the better things they showed.
I mean, I'm getting it.
Let's see. Dynasty Warriors got this new version of 9. So I'm like, hey guys, you know part 9 was trash. You know that game that everybody hated? Well, we're gonna make another version of it with more tactical RPG elements. Cause you want that, don't you, right? You wanted it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Another game was a mobile game. I'm like, y'all are really out of touch.
Yeah.
And of course they showed stuff for what's her name, Ryza. You know, Miss Thickness. I'm so sick of her. They found a formula they're going to keep using. They're going to probably make all the girls now. I
don't understand how they see that, and they're just like, thick.
Just like her shoes are a little bit like tight on her legs. Like, oh,
see that? Thick. You see that thigh squish?
Thickness. I hate it.
Look, we've went over how they use math to prove that
legs
got
oh
big.
My God, that was garbage.
She out here.
Doing what?
Apparently getting weaves of slide credit cards between her thighs.
Wow. I'm just like, Tokyo Game Show, what happened?
Oh, that's actually a really gross image. Ugh.
I can't think of anything else that was actually worth watching. Like, I was just like, this is it?
I mean, what about Kunimitsu?
Well, she leaked, though. That morning.
She did?
She probably one of the highlights, actually, because I was like, wow, she looks incredible. I'm surprised that she leaked, to be honest, because usually they're pretty good in Namco.
Hey, man. It happens.
And remember, he used to be talking about Capcom leaking and stuff?
Well, now that Capcom's leaking their own stuff.
Basically.
Damn, Harada doesn't have a rival anymore.
He don't.
He just out here, unchallenged.
Well, it might be, Daisuke.
We will see.
Once that game comes out. They ain't showing nothing for that either. Ugh. How you gonna be a Tokyo Game Show? We're supposed to be talking about Tokyo games, which is from Japanese games, and you barely show anything we already seen.
Welp.
So bad. It was trash. This whole year's been garbage for like game reveals and stuff, to be honest, with these big online stuff they've been doing. I can't think of anyone that's been good, actually. Summer Games was pretty mid. Gamescom was mid. That other thing, New Games Plus was mid. All of it just been mid. Sucky. Hate it.
You know why? It's that ever-looming virus.
Oh, God. All right, let's move on. I don't want to be angry anymore.
All right, well, let's talk about something that may have some implications.
Implications? What kind?
It's Microsoft buying Bethesda.
Oh, yeah.
Which means that Bethesda will probably have to put out less buggy games.
That means they're going to put out less games.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we got to finish this game? Crap.
Right, no more Bethesda.
That's too good.
That's done.
That's too good.
Bethesda is dead.
Okay, so them buying ZeniMax is a huge acquisition. $7 billion acquisition. Like, that's probably the biggest acquisition for like a video game thing ever. Actually, twice as much as the Disney property when they bought Marvel and Star Wars. It's like that's crazy.
Not 100% convinced it's worth it. I mean,
you sure?
All they did was Skyrim.
All they did was Skyrim. Come on now, don't do them like that.
All right, fine. They also did Doom.
See?
And Wolfenstein.
Hey, you love Wolfenstein.
I do. Nazi murder is kind of cool in Wolfenstein.
There's so much other stuff they've done. They've done, what else they've done?
I guess they did the other Elder Scrolls games.
Yeah, see? They got some stuff.
Oh, God. They did Fallout 76, though.
I mean, wait, that's probably their worst one.
Yeah, that might be the worst game they ever made.
Yeah. Those Fallout games did pretty well, though. See? But yeah, the fact that they're buying a studio that huge is, wow.
Just to put Skyrim on more consoles.
I'm so sick of that game. We started doing this show when Skyrim came out. And
to
this day, we're still talking about Skyrim.
We are
still talking this same
Shout
game.
outs to Skyrim.
We are still talking about, remember we kept saying arrow to the knee every week?
Remember
that meme?
All right. I will admit, we didn't always do the great things. We always made a mistake here and there. And that was one of them.
God. We made that joke every week. Arrow to the knee. Arrow to the knee. Arrow to the knee.
Only to find out that's not exactly what we thought it was.
It wasn't.
It's about marriage. Which means I have actually taken an arrow to the knee.
Yikes. Oof. Shout out to the married people out there listening.
Hey.
But acquisition this big is a little scary because we might get to a point where we start getting to like monopolies and stuff. Like as they say, for people start buying more studios like this.
That is the fear, especially of large companies.
Yeah, like Square Enix and Capcom get bought by like Sony or something, which could very well happen.
Look, Sony needs to just go ahead and buy Capcom.
I don't know why they don't. They should.
Just do it. Actually don't, because we kind of don't want the monopoly.
Yeah, we don't want it.
Monopoly bad.
Monopoly is bad because it just like completely shatters like competition and actual innovation, really.
And if you need to know why that's bad, look at EA Sports games.
Ugh. Stupid EA. Wish somebody would buy them, make them good, actually.
No one can afford them, though. They're too big.
Yeah, they are too big. Somebody should buy Activision Blizzard. Wait, doesn't Tencent own like a good portion of them?
I believe so.
Yeah, well. Tencent comes from people, too. Watch out for Tencent.
Tencent might be the monopoly. They got their hands in like everywhere.
They coming for everybody's wallets and yeah.
And at least they got the pockets to do it.
Deep.
I'm surprised Tencent ain't put out like a console or something.
I
guess, well, maybe they have in China. Maybe.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what the Chinese gaming market's like.
It's weird because it's like a lot of restrictions and stuff and barriers. Like, you can't like come on a lot of games in China.
Yeah, they got their own ecosystem.
They'll remake a game because it's not. They'll remake a whole game. Like, okay, we can't have this IP here, so we remake the whole thing. And just
we just gonna skin it.
Skin it.
Just throw some skins on there, bro.
I mean, this acquisition is good for like people who are like Xbox loyalists because it gives them a reason to have an Xbox now. If they did before, because now they have like exclusives probably gonna come to it.
Xbox is looking pretty good these days, I think.
Yeah.
Xbox Game Pass, first of all.
Game Pass is getting too powerful.
I mean, yeah. The argument's always, well, you guys don't have exclusives. Well, you guys have PlayStation Now, so who really lost here?
Oh, God. PlayStation Now is god awful.
Trash. I don't care that you slashed the price to have. Did you bump that quality up?
No.
Because I'd have paid $20 a month for a good quality streaming service of all these games, but no. You all had to be like, well, we don't really want to stream it. So, like some nitties.
Yeah. I mean, this is going to be good for the Xbox long term, too.
Xbox Game Pass is going to be great.
Yeah.
It's going to be one, and it's only going to get greater as the brand grows.
and start buying more studios. Obviously,
like sure you could pay $60 for that game, or just play the Game Pass.
Yeah, Game Pass. One thing like for me, I've just been like looking and see, oh, that game's out. A lot of stuff I've already bought on PS4. So like some stuff like, oh man, I bought it. I could have just waited for Game Pass. But the games that do pop up, like, oh, I could just buy it on here. Like Streets of Rage 4, definitely was a good time on Game Pass. That was great.
Did you like that game?
Streets of Rage 4, the nostalgia kind of wore off real quick. Because there are better beat 'em ups out there, honestly. Way better.
Now, here's the thing I know people are scared of.
What?
People are like, well, there's all these games going to become Microsoft exclusive. They've discussed that that's going to be more of a case-by-case thing. So most likely not.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they're going to be working on Microsoft exclusive games.
Oh, of course.
So, you know.
Because they want people to buy an Xbox or buy Game Pass. What they're trying to do is sell either one.
But I don't think that they're going to take games that were already in development for next-gen consoles and say, all right, this is now Xbox property.
Yeah. Or what they might do is do more time exclusives.
I can see that too.
Like, oh, you want this game? Wait till next year.
And with Xbox having probably the cheapest next-gen option on the market right now.
Yes.
I mean, it would make sense.
Except for the fact for that memory card.
Yes, that $220 memory card.
Your favorite memory card.
Which, when added to the price of the Xbox Series S, which is $300, makes it $520 before your taxes, because, you know, state-to-state taxes.
Yeah.
Which makes it a little... Oh, God, the proposition of that with the Xbox Series X, which is $500, makes that like a $700 purchase.
Yeah.
All for a memory card.
Well, you know, proprietary this, proprietary that, can't use anything this, you know the spill. I mean, you've been with Sony for how long?
Yeah.
You know, they always about that. You gotta buy this specific memory card for this
Yeah.
console. Like, what was it? PSP and PS Vita both had their own proprietary memory cards.
Yeah, we talked about that last time.
Yeah, them things were expensive.
Stupid.
Especially the Vita one. The Vita was stupid. I was upset about that.
Because they realized we could get people to buy these things like they did on the PSP.
Yeah.
And we could even make them fancy colors.
I mean, that's cute and all, but these things cost like $70, $80.
Meanwhile, SanDisk is like, well, I guess Nintendo Switch said we in the money, so.
Yeah, good job on Nintendo. They could have did the same thing, too. They could have honestly made their own proprietary memory cards for the Switch. That would have been ass. I'm glad they didn't do that. Good job, Nintendo, because y'all could have been on BS.
I don't think they have been on BS before, have they?
Well, with proprietary memory cards and stuff?
Like, I don't remember the last time they've had a... Well, I think the GameCube did?
Yeah, I think GameCube, yeah. But after that, they've been using an SD card since then.
Yeah.
They've been good on that. Thank
Look
God.
at you, Nintendo.
Being progressive.
Even though it took you a while to learn how to use the thing and stop calling things blocks.
It's not blocks, yes.
I hated that.
Not
I hated
blocks.
This game takes up 6 blocks. What does that mean?
It means what it means.
So thank you, Nintendo, for using megabytes and gigabytes, things that people can quantify.
Not blocks.
Blocks.
This costs 6 Roblox. All right, let's go to our next topic then.
Sorry, I need to pause because blocks upsets me. Amazon Luna.
Woo! New
AKA
streaming service.
Stadia, but probably better.
Ooh, you wrong for that.
I said probably.
Don't associate that with Stadia.
They're doing the same thing.
Stadia's garbage, though.
I mean, is Amazon that much better?
I mean, look, it's going to do better.
So Jeff Bezos has decided he wants more money and has decided...
I need more money.
Exactly. And has decided to make a game streaming service.
Yep. On top of Twitch already being his streaming service for gaming.
Yes. Just fun fact, if you're an Amazon Prime member, you can be a Twitch Prime member. You can just go into like a stream and just be like, hey, I want to subscribe to you for Twitch Prime.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Amazon Prime is too good.
Yeah, Amazon Prime gets you subscriptions to some people's streams.
Huh.
Yeah, that's why I say Twitch Prime. That's not a mistake.
I thought it was just, oh, wow. Mind blown. But anyway, back to the Luna. I wish the Luna was a part of the Twitch Prime thing. I'm surprised it's not.
It may be in time. They might integrate it at some point since they're talking about having Luna be a part of the Twitch ecosystem.
Yeah, that's gonna be weird though. Trying to stream at the same time.
Double the stream.
That's a lot of
Get you a good PC.
It's not just a PC. You're gonna need a lot of
you gonna need that Google Fiber.
You need that fiber internet service for that. I mean, the price is good. Just $5.99 a month, or just get one of those specific channels for whatever game you like.
Yeah. All right. So let's explain the service. Let's start there.
Okay.
So it is, of course, a streaming service that says no box, no hardware required, no downloads. So this is one of those game services that is quote unquote removing ownership. I mean, which it does, but it gives you the cheap option to kind of scroll through what they have. So Amazon Luna by itself, I emphasize this for a point we'll make later, starts with 72 games, which is already bigger than Stadia's library as it is right now.
And they got some good bangers on there too. I might add
Bloodstained,
they got
Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle.
That was shocking. I'm like, what? Of all the games,
right?
They got some bangers there. I gotta give it to them.
Luminous.
They got whoever's doing the curation of their gaming obviously has a good eye for stuff.
The reason why this is possible is because this is something I didn't know I didn't know a while back. Google Stadia is Linux based. And for anyone who's used Linux, they know that Linux is finicky, despite it being very open. Linux is for nerds.
Yeah. Then they have to redo all their games too to be able to fit on the platform.
Right. People who have Linux most likely have an emulator for things like Windows.
Not Linux to have a Windows emulator. That's obnoxious.
Hey, it depends on the person who's running Linux, but the fact is you can.
Yeah.
I had Linux for 2 years, and I learned a lot through Linux.
I watched enough videos to know that I don't have the patience for it.
I didn't have a choice because for some reason Windows crashed on my laptop. My friend said I could save it, but I got to put Linux on here.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, do your thing. And wow. Wow. Was that an experience.
This new life with Linux. So Stadia was already behind the ball by having the Linux-based system in the first place.
So now we have Amazon Luna that's Windows-based.
I wonder how that acquisition went down.
Which means developers have to work less to put their games on there.
It makes it a lot easier to get stuff day one, which is already ahead of the game.
And on top of that, you can pay for developer channels, which kind of gets around what the NVIDIA service did, where they was just like, hey, if you're on the game, just play it here. It's fine. And the developers were taking games out because they weren't getting a cut.
Yeah.
This directly gives them the cut.
Yeah. I wonder how they're getting their, well, they're probably still getting a cut from that too. From Amazon's probably getting their little share.
I'm sure.
But it's a really good idea, honestly. If it's done right and implemented correctly, this could be pretty good.
Now, they don't have prices for developer channels, so I'm assuming that developers are able to set their own channels.
I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
I don't like that.
But we'll see as time goes on. I don't want to make that jump or that assumption.
$10 a month for that Ubisoft one.
Hey. Hey.
Imagine a Capcom one.
Ooh.
Capcom channel.
Man, I want a Capcom Fighters channel.
That would be too good. That would be too much of a good idea.
But just imagine that Ubisoft one. You get the regular one, you get the gold one, and then you get the ultimate one, and then you get the what other versions can you have? The platinum one, the Omega one.
That's obnoxious.
The Alpha one.
Why would?
Have you seen those editions from Ubisoft?
I've seen them.
Silver, gold, platinum, uranium.
Uranium. We don't need
diamond.
We don't need a uranium edition.
Grandmaster edition. God edition.
I wonder who else is gonna jump on board this Luna thing. Yeah,
EA Origin's gonna have a channel. I promise you.
Don't say that. No, I don't want them a part of this.
They're going to
keep their grubby hands away from this.
You know who I would love to see have a channel?
Who?
Revolver Digital.
Yo, do that.
Devolver Digital should have a channel.
They need their own channel. Oh God, that'd be so good.
I'd pay for that alone.
Yo, wait, that's a good idea.
This might be a chance for indie developers to get some of their stuff out.
Yeah.
Devolver doesn't need the help, but some other places do.
That's true. Man, a Devolver Digital channel. I'm sure it'd be like
so many bangers.
Yeah, that's a good idea actually. This Luna thing could be good if it's done right. I have
So-
more faith in Amazon than I do Google.
Which is strange because Google is probably Google's the tech company.
Yeah, you would think they would have the tech thing down, but no, Google makes really bad decisions.
That's because Google just throws things at the wall and sees what sticks.
Yeah, that Stadia didn't stick.
I don't think Amazon has a graveyard site like Google does.
Yeah. Look at all these ideas we messed up and got rid of.
And I'm sure Stadia's going to be there in a while.
Yeah, they're going to have to just X that thing out. Just call it a flop and just
I
move
really
on.
want to know how many people are still playing on Stadia.
They probably play Samurai Showdown.
Like how many... Ooh, that just stressed me out. Ooh, he said Samurai Showdown. I would hate that to be the best version, too. Because anyone who plays Samurai Showdown knows that online is awful.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
But what if it was on Stadia and it was good?
Good question. Good question.
Not one we have to answer because I'm sure it's bad.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get a Stadia anytime. They keep telling me you get this thing if you sign up, Michael. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm okay. Don't
They
need
try
it.
their hardest. Like if you have a Google account,
Yep, they will send you. They send you emails every other day about it. Like,
can't help but notice you just logged into your Gmail account. How about you just click this little button right here and you can have a Google Stadia account.
How about no? Yeah, I think out of the cloud-based systems, I think the Luna might be one that kind of like triumphs over the xCloud and definitely over Stadia. Stadia has no stake in this anymore. They have failed us.
Wow.
What?
I'm at the Killed by Google site. Oh my God. So 25 apps, 163 services, and 17 pieces of hardware.
Wow. Killed by Google. See, that's where you got too much money in your hand. You can just do stuff like that.
See, some of these I've never even heard of, like Google Clips.
I never heard that one either.
Google Clips was a miniature clip-on camera that could automatically capture interesting or relevant video clips determined by the machine learning algorithms.
Wow.
Only 2 years old.
When was this? Where was I at?
2017. Well, see, the thing is, smartphones started doing that.
Okay, got it. Got it. So
Chromecast audio. Never heard. Wait, yes, I have heard of that. Let's see, the Google search appliance. The
what?
Chromebook Pixel, huh?
The Google what?
Google search appliance. It was a rack-mounted device that could provide documented indexing functionality.
Huh.
It was almost 17 years old.
Oh, wow.
Let's see, the Google Wallet card.
Oh,
the
yes.
Nexus player.
Yes. I know about that.
The Revolve.
I don't know about that one.
The Google Play Edition. I think those are phones. Google Glass Explorer Edition.
Oh, Google Glass. Remember that? The future is now.
Google TV.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was a flop. They tried it. I'm so
And that's
sorry.
just the hardware. Let's not talk about things like the services.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Well, apps is only like 25. And some of these I've never heard of. Why is this here? YouTube for the 3DS? Tragic. That should have never been there, by the way.
What?
You ever tried to use YouTube for the 3DS?
Oh, God, that was horrible.
Yeah, that should have never been there.
But people wanted YouTube on their gaming console.
And they were stupid.
They wanted to be like everybody else.
Too bad. You were foolish. You were dumb.
It's probably because the PSP could do it and the PS Vita could do it.
You know why? They had the hardware. And
That's
they
true.
had one big screen.
True. 2 screens ain't bad for, YouTube.
Yeah, as long as one of them are big enough.
Why you hating on YouTube for 3DS?
Because I remember it. I remember it like I used it yesterday. And I wasn't happy.
You're just hard to please. I don't think everybody for
Really?
Yes.
To those listening, I want you all to tell me your experience with the YouTube app on the 3DS.
Please let us know.
If you've never used it, good for you. If you have used it, tell us how you felt about it. Because I thought it was steaming garbage. to quote Michael, it was ass.
Wait, first of all, that was you.
But you said it. You just said it. Like
I know, but you said it. That's what we came from you.
Hey, that's not the
that's
point.
Literally quoting you.
I'm quoting you today.
You can't quote me, quote you. That don't even make sense.
Wow.
How you gonna, what type of, you know what?
I'm quoting you today, not me.
You can't quote me, quoting you. That's what I was doing in the first place.
Well, you should have sourced me.
I don't have to.
Well, I sourced you. You can have it. I don't care.
I don't need it.
Michael, you are making this way more complicated than it has to be.
I'm just saying, like, you can't quote yourself.
That's the point, Michael.
What's our next story?
Oh, you done praising the Luna?
Wow. Are you gonna call me a Luna Shield?
So the next topic is...
You are terrible. Fine. I am a Luna Shield. I am okay with that.
Man, we're gonna get you a shirt.
I'll wear it.
We're gonna get you some Luna shades.
First of all, that purple's cute.
That is a nice purple.
Like they said, they marketing they got for this so far. Cute.
Now, the only downside to a Luna Shield is that you have to play Control.
Ugh, they keep showing that damn game.
You have to play Control.
Oh God,
5 hours a day.
Why are they showing this game so much? I don't get it.
1 hour per screen you can
Oh
play
my
Luna
God.
on.
I don't get what's up with Control. That game is so not. It's not even like optimized for these consoles we got right now.
I bet you Luna can make that play at 120
you gotta
frames
stop.
a second.
You gotta stop.
Flawlessly.
You gotta stop.
Buttery
now.
smooth.
Nope. With ray
It's
tracing
going
too.
with
4K?
ray tracing. No, we're
120
talking 8K, my guy.
8K, 120 frames per second ray tracing.
Yes.
Go home.
Buttery.
Go home.
Crisp.
Time to leave.
Fixed.
Our project is
Working.
over. It's over. Today
When
is.
you pause the game, it's not going to lag.
Wow. It's time to go.
Because you know what? That's probably one of my biggest gripes about Control.
What?
How easy it is to break. Like seriously, if I pause the game, you have this giant freeze?
That's crazy. Who was involved developing that game? Because whoever is there just didn't.
505 games.
Like, it seemed like that game was definitely made for next gen consoles. Like, it don't like it was made for like the PS4 and the Xbox One.
Because they sure can't play it.
If it's chugging on these, like, obviously you should have just waited. It should have been a launch title.
Not that PC's doing that much better, but
it's not.
I mean,
they should just
at least they have the option to fix it.
They should make that into a launch title for like PS5 and stuff. It would have made way more sense.
It's crazy. They've done so many other games that were good and played well. And then they did that.
They wanted to do a AAA, 3D game with ray tracing.
And Control got so many awards.
Because it's so new and inventive.
Bro, she's basically Jean Grey.
That was the selling point for me. Like, she's Jean Grey with a gun.
Jean Grey in a sci-fi movie.
With a gun. A weird shape-shifting gun at that.
Get up. Next topic. I done upset myself.
Where are we going now?
Oh, dear. So this is where we get into the BS of the industry again.
Okay.
CD Projekt Red did a bad.
This is bad. This is the worst timing.
The people's champ.
The worst timing ever.
CD Projekt Red.
Ooh.
The company of the people. And now they're just another AAA developer.
Man, this was the worst timing ever. Whoever did this leak was waiting for the right time.
And you know what? I feel like we wouldn't think twice about this had they not come out and went like, you know what? We're above it.
Right?
We're not going to do crunch.
Throwing shade at everybody else.
No
doing
DLC. No microtransactions. We are above it all. Turns out, microtransactions on multiplayer.
Wow.
And now, crunch.
So
and what's amazing, what is absolutely amazing is that the reactions are just all over the place.
Oh, God.
There are people who, of course, are upset about crunch.
Of course.
But then you have those people who are like, crunch is normal. But those
That's
exact same people will talk about EA and their crunch. You're like, EA is terrible. They have crunch.
What is crunch for people who don't know?
Crunch is basically overtime where you're not paid overtime.
You're working for free because you have passion for the project.
I mean, most times it's paid. Most times it is paid. But some companies will ask you to do it for free.
Yep.
They'll coerce you.
Like, you should do this. if you want to continue in the game industry. Ha 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 ha. Walks out.
Now, why is crunch bad? Because they are working 60 to 80 hours a week.
Sleeping at the actual like place and not going home. Like,
another thing I saw that was really strange to me is people like, well, I work 10-hour days all week. I work 60 to 80 hours a week. They should be able to do it too. When the correct response is, maybe you shouldn't be working that much that often.
Yeah. So that's the part of that American work culture garbage where it's like,
right, or it's like you are so comfortable with your work situation, which is bad, that you think other people should have to suffer your work situation.
Yeah.
Instead of you being like, wow, I should demand better. They're
like, we all should be working badly. We all should work like 80 hours a week. We all need to work overtime.
Yeah, if that's not crabs in the barrel, I don't know what is.
Yeah. Oh, the timing for this is just so bad, though. Isn't this game able to come out soon?
In November.
Oh, man.
Now, I don't know if this has killed the hype for some people, but
it's definitely put a nice little bad press on them that they didn't need right now because it's launching soon.
And that game has been beating bad press left and right.
Yeah.
Like that time where they were talking about how this game is racist because of that group called The Animals.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
And they beat that off with a stick.
Yeah.
Then it was the stuff about, being transphobic.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the way that you could edit your genitalia.
Yeah.
Or that poster with that one woman with that really giant phallus.
Yep. I remember that too.
And they were like, defeated.
They dodged all of that stuff.
They parried all that controversy. They were just like, we're Project Seeded Red. We're above it. This game's amazing. You need to play this.
It's life changing. It's going to change your life.
Right? They could not be stopped until now.
Yeah, this might be a damper on that game, to be honest.
Because they pride themselves on being the people's champion.
On a good work environment, a good work culture and stuff, where people don't sit there and be at work for like 80 hours and stuff.
They're here for us, the consumer.
Yeah. I mean, they are for the consumer still, but they're people that work for them. Like, y'all got to get with it. Come on, sit here for 16 hours, Meg. Get this stuff done.
Right. I'd rather you all be for your people than us. Because they're the ones who have to be there working on this game for God knows how long.
It's not like they're getting like actual money from the actual money. They don't get any money after the game comes out most of the time either. It's just, oh, you did a good job, great work.
Which is why arguments like this supports the developer is
it does
BS.
not. They get paid already.
Remember that, by the way. Remember that discussion about the developer getting compensation.
Foreshadowing.
Keep that in mind.
Foreshadowing.
But anywho, Project Red.
So how do you feel about this, to be honest? Like, what's your take?
Especially if you am only disappointed because CD Projekt Red always touted themselves to be so above these practices. They were like, we're above crunch. We don't do DLC like that. Our DLC is fair. And to be honest, it is. Like, The Witcher 3 is one of the greatest examples of pro-consumer gaming I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, that game is always cheap. You could probably pick that game up now in its completion for maybe $20-$30.
Yeah. I've seen it online for like 15.
And it's a pretty good game. I will say that The Witcher 3 is a pretty good game.
Well, a lot of people like it. I'm just not into like WRPGs like that, so.
Which I understand. But like I said, good game, but it's the most disappointing because, you just root for companies sometimes and they just let you down.
God, imagine if God forbid Falcom ever had come on with crunch. I might. We don't need that in our life. We don't need to put that into the universe.
I feel like Tyra's screaming, we were rooting for you.
Man.
We were all rooting for you.
How dare you?
That you know what, that clip is probably exactly how I feel about this. Because CD Projekt Red, while I've never been one to shield for them, I've always liked them.
Yeah, because they've always been so above all the stuff that the industry's been doing, especially that type of years.
Like, I've always wanted to support them.
And this game's definitely going to be the one that a lot of people are going to support. Like, this is going to be that game, it felt like.
It still is, because some people don't really care about this.
Of course, some people
stuff.
don't have
People are going to forget by the time this happens. People are going to forget when that game drops that crunch happened, because there's going to be all this hype and press.
Yeah.
YouTubers are gonna be like, buy this game. This game is amazing.
It's gonna be probably
streamers are gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna make a woman and she's gonna have the biggest dick. Oh, as long as you said it.
It's gonna be this big.
Michael, this is not the time.
Shout out to the fan dub for Sonic. Please watch it if you haven't seen it.
Michael.
What?
Nothing.
It was the perfect opportunity. I had to take it.
Anywho. So people are going to buy it. People are going to hate buy it too.
Yeah, a lot of people will hate buy it.
Which is one of the stupidest practices I've ever
never
known.
understood that. I know about hate watching something because I've done that, but
because it's free.
Yeah, but hate buying something. I'm not putting my money for something I don't want. Like, that's crazy.
I'm gonna buy this game just to prove it's bad.
That ain't me. That's never gonna be me.
Except, when it comes out, this game sells like 16 million, and you're like, how did it sell that many copies?
Like, because of you dubbies.
Stupid. You gave them your money. Now that's how they listen to you. You're always talking about, so they listen to gamers, they listen to your wallet.
Yeah, like, ooh, that money.
Y'all over here like, they'll never make another one because they'll never make that much money on this game as you spend $60 on a brand new
soon
copy.
To be $70.
Oh yeah, that's well, I don't know if they've said it's going to be $60. All I know is they said that they're going to give you a free upgrade if you buy it on old gen consoles.
Yeah. We're going to see how this turns out with this whole $70 thing, too. So it's inevitable, and it feels like
people's champs.
They've fallen for grace just a little bit. The thing that hurts the most in the game is just like when stuff like this happens, like it gets filtered out so fast. Like the cycle for like news is like cycles through like by the end of the week. People don't forget about this.
Yeah, it's pretty disposable. Which is unfortunate.
And then companies like that are media outlets want to keep having their relationships with the companies too. So they're like, well, we can't print this story because if we do, we won't get any codes. We won't get any previews.
Access, man.
Yeah. So,
they can't get the access for their content.
Which is like, you're doing dirty stuff. I might get it. I mean, if I was doing something shady and someone's like, hey, can I get a game? Like, did you just talk bad about me the other day? Like, I ain't giving you nothing. I get that. It's just that the stuff you're doing is still shady, though.
I mean, man, where's your integrity, man? As journalists.
Oh God, the gaming journalism as a whole still trying to find its integrity.
All they are hype men at this point. Yeah. IGN
hype machines. Like, get this game.
Here's the first 12 minutes of a game. Here's the first 12 minutes of a game's multiplayer.
Yep, they do a lot of
Here's
those.
a review. Also, here's some more footage.
Yep.
Buy this game.
Yeah.
Consume product.
Not consume product. I want a shirt that says consume product.
Look, I'm sure it's out there.
It has to be.
Which is funny because it then becomes product to consume.
Yes. Don't ask questions. Just consume product and be happy for the next product.
Irony.
All right. So I guess we can go into our last little story, which has evolved quite a bit over the last year or so, tumultuously.
Let's just open up with this. Y'all know J.K. Rowling, right?
Boo!
Y'all know her series.
Down with boomers.
Y'all know her series, Harry Potter, right?
Yeah, a little like, that indie book series.
That series that never really got off the ground.
It was so sad. Had the little movie that came out.
Weak ass books. Mark ass books.
Wow.
Not worth the paper it was printed on.
Yikes. Yeah, that J.K. Rowling.
Those books.
Yeah, that J.K. Rowling. So she has been on a media campaign against trans people for like the last 2 years.
She's been on a crusade against trans people.
Like,
you may also know her as Robert Galbraith.
Oh, yes.
Which, fun fact, that's named after a doctor who dipped his toe a little bit in gay conversion therapy.
Yeah. So it could be a coincidence that just, she's got this pen name she's using that's doing that, and she's transphobic. I mean, of course, it can't be. It's just a coincidence. A little coinky dink, if you think,
He was over here shocking gay people and giving them positive stimulation when they saw straight stuff. He did this to lesbians as well, but he didn't call them that. They called them icy women.
Not icy women. Okay. That's different.
Fun fact for the day, in case you didn't know. It's not very fun, but, I got only so much to work with here. So, of course, we're talking about this because of her Hogwarts game.
Yep. It's not hers.
Oh, no, this
Remember
is
that. It's
this
WB's.
is Warner Brothers.
Yes. It's just so happened that she, established the world in which we're using as a basis to make this game. Trying to, sidestep her as much as they possibly can. But just recently, the head of Warner Brothers, I think their gaming division. Let me see his name. So things came out yesterday.
Oh, yeah, the stuff about them saying that these are her opinions.
Yeah, she's entitled to her opinion. Let me see if I get the actual quote real quick. Yep, there it is. Warner Brothers game president says transphobe J.K. Rowling is entitled to her own opinion. Let me get the actual full quote. All right, so the president said in a Q&A with, game today during a Q&A with Warner Bros. Game president David Haddad addressed employees' questions surrounding the recent announcement of Hogwarts Legacy and Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling's anti-trans comments. His comments per video clip sent to me this afternoon. This from Jason Schreier.
Jason Schreier, he's still out here.
He be doing the things that we need.
Shout out to Jason Schreier.
Okay, so that person, David said, not a lot I can comment on other than since we did get so many questions, I wanted to be responsive the best way I could. The way I like to think about it is this. I like to echo something that you've heard our most senior executive leadership. While J.K. Rowling is the creator of Harry Potter, and we are bringing that to life with the power of Portkey in many places, she's a private citizen also, and that means she's entitled to express her personal opinion on social media. I may not agree with her, and I may not agree with her stance on the range of topics, but I can agree that she has the right to hold her opinions.
You yellow belly piece of shit.
Right?
You are so scared to lose access to this because if they said something bad, it said, J.K. Rowling, you suck. She might have made a lawsuit.
She probably would.
Or cease and desist to get that game shut down.
She probably would have. Oh, gosh. She probably would have been a whole tirade with her other turfs. Ugh.
Fun fact, when Stephen King commented on something that she had tagged him in talking about how great of a writer he is, Stephen King responded with trans women are women and then was promptly blocked.
Because J.K. Rowling's the biggest carry out there.
Oh, and then she also deleted the post praising him.
Of course she did that. She gave back her awards too. I think the Glad was going to give her an award this year, and then they gladly took it away from her. She's like, well, I didn't accept it. Like, no, girl, we took it from you. Big difference.
J.K. Rowling.
Like, it's so, I know a lot of people having conflict when it comes to this game because they want to play this. They've been wanting it like this for years.
Buy it used.
Yeah, that's the best strategy for this.
You know what's crazy to me?
What?
Her career has not come crumbling down. Her career is still going strong.
Because she's a powerful white woman.
Yeah, and she ain't the only turf.
And you know what? She wrote Harry Potter.
Even people affected by her hate speech are defending her.
Yeah.
Because I'm a Hufflepuff. I'm a Slytherin.
God.
I'm a Gryffindor.
God.
I'm a Ravenclaw. Well, you can't because you're not being smart right now.
I mean, I know this is such a conflict of interest because of the fact that this game is something you've always wanted all these years, but the person that created it is pretty much shitting on people for no apparent reason. Like, there's no rhyme or reason what she's doing.
Right, she's saying this stuff unprovoked.
Yeah.
And of course, I love the group of people who's like, well, I like to separate the art from the artist.
It's kind of hard to do that for this type of thing. It's really difficult.
Yeah, here's the thing, though. You're still giving this horrible person that you are admitting is horrible money.
Yeah. Because we don't know the exact details of the deal they made to get this game from the rights for it.
And I'm sure they're not going to tell you until it's out.
Of course not. Because I feel like this is one of those things where she gets a lump sum and royalties after the fact. Because that's just smart.
I'm sure they've negotiated something.
Yeah. But it's like Warner Bros. Being weak with this whole like, oh, she can say whatever she wants about trans people. That's just her opinion. It's like, but that's like hate speech stuff, what she's saying.
Yeah. And as we all know, hate speech is not an opinion.
It's really not. But, Warner Bros. Trying to save face. They want to appease her, and they want to be able to appease the fans of the game. And they want people to actually go buy it, too. Which you can't have both. You really got to have some people don't have a stance because they don't want to be like actual stand up for something or have any type of integrity.
I really don't care about the political side of this. I just want to play a Harry Potter game.
That's what it feels like a lot of people. Like they're having such existential crisis about this game.
Why did everybody have to make this so political?
Well, human rights isn't political to begin with. That's the thing.
I just want to play my Harry Potter.
It's just like this came out. This went all out of proportion, and it just got all crazy now.
I want to be a Hufflepuff.
Isn't that new Fantastic Beasts coming out? Yeah, the new Fantastic Beasts movie's coming out soon too.
Probably. I
know that the main character guy, I forgot his real name, but he went on and pretty much said that the people who are harassing her are just as bad people who are being harassed for being trans. I'm like, that's not even the same thing.
Yeah, that's a false equivalence.
A powerful, rich white woman from England that wrote Harry Potter is not the same as a trans person being harassed for being trans. Like, come on.
She should have stayed homeless and broke.
Oh, so what you say is that if we knew it was going to happen, we should just stop Harry Potter from ever happening?
Yeah. I'm not willing to trade Harry Potter for trans lives.
I mean, I get that. I'm down with that too. Maybe she should be educated about this, like, because she's so old now. Maybe somebody would have educated her back in the day when it came to trans people.
Why? So she can look at people and say, "This all sounds kind of stupid, isn't
it?" What is wrong with you? I can't even deal with that right now.
I don't want her looking at this stuff saying stuff like that.
But what if you're like younger and more like, because when you're older, it's hard for you like to change your ways. Like you're usually stuck in your ways at her age versus her being like in her 20s or 30s. Or maybe she was even when she was homeless. Maybe could have like helped her then.
Yeah,
like,
maybe had her a pamphlet that says trans lives matter.
Yeah.
And she over here talks about load of bullets.
I hate you right now. The load of bullets. I can't deal with your rendition of J.K. Rowling.
You know what's terrible?
What?
We all thought that she was nice and tolerating. We all, because you remember that controversy where somebody said Hermione can't be black, and she was the one who came up and said, "Why not?"
Yeah, we were like, "Oh, she's cool,"
and then she just had to go off the rails.
Man, a complete 180. Like this is a reversal out of this world.
Like she's like, Hermione can't be black, but she is a woman.
Basically, Hermione can be black, but she can't be trans. Like that's out.
Right, and we're all just like, what? Whoa. Maybe this is just a little hiccup. Maybe somebody hacked their account. No, I hate it. I hate them. I hate trans people.
I think that there were signs when Fantastic Beasts were coming out, and they were trying to do the whole thing with Dumbledore and what's his face with being gay, and how she didn't really do anything about that.
Look, man,
like she was definitely like, they're gay in the book, but not in the movie. I mean, what's the problem?
Look, she was off the rails on Twitter. We all thought this was a game when she was saying stuff like Dumbledore is gay. Hagrid, he's in the BDSM.
Yeah.
Hermione's a dom. Like we all thought it was cool when she was saying stuff like that.
Oh God! I mean, she said one thing about the I don't know if it was a fake tweet or not, but she was talking about one of the houses had like a circle jerk going on.
I'm almost certain that was an edit, but I wouldn't put it past her to think that. I wouldn't put it past her to say stuff like, yeah, oh, totally. Snape was in the CBT.
She was going off the rails. Oh God!
And now look at her.
The transphobe.
A transphobe. Like, a turf.
Like she's like the biggest one like right now in like pop culture.
Man, she's in the turf house right now.
Like she's so influential. She has like what 14 million followers on Twitter.
Last I checked.
Like that's a lot of people that probably follow her. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
And you see her constantly retweeting stuff that's turf language.
Oh, she retweeted that story that was bringing like transphobic like stuff on it was paraphernalia and everything.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about this book, Troubled Blood. Written by Robert Galbraith.
Not Troubled Blood. What does that even mean?
That's the story about a man who dresses up as a woman and murders people.
Oh God, because that's great.
Yeah, 14.2, and I have a lot of people on here who follow her.
Ugh.
I don't like that. I do not like that. Ew, Hungry Box? Word?
Maybe I don't care about trans people.
I don't want to say that. I don't want.
Maybe he's a Hufflepuff. You know, that's really people have
points.
That's weird.
You know what? Not looking deep into that.
I feel like I know a lot of people who have like such deep attachments to this whole franchise because it's from their childhood, and that's a really deep like thing for a lot of people psychologically. So to be able to cut stuff from that you put so much into over the years is tough, but you can do it if you really want to. Like it's not impossible.
Yep. I had to remove Slytherin gang from like all my stuff, which is hard, but I did it. That Slytherin scarf I got, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, because it's not like it was made directly from her camp, but it promotes Harry Potter.
That's the thing. So I remember I was in one of my groups, and of course they were talking about this. It was one of the gay gaming groups I'm in, and they were definitely talking about this whole thing with J.K. Rowling. Of course, you had the big push for the whole, well, I can separate the art from the artist, so I'm going to buy this game because I've been wanting it for a while. But they was like, yeah, but you're still promoting this game that's going to promote her. At the end of the day, what you're doing is still promoting the brand that gives her money. Like, no matter what.
And I don't want to put money in the transphobes' pockets.
Yeah, especially when she already got money, too. She don't need no more.
Right, she got money hand over fist. She's fine.
She's
never going to be homeless again.
People are harassing her. They're on Twitter. Oh,
you could pay someone to filter through that.
She really could. Like, if she's like a regular person being, like, harassed, I'm like, dang, that's kind of messed up. But a rich white woman who wrote Harry Potter, gotta put that in there. She's fine. She will be okay. She ain't got canceled yet, which is crazy. I want
someone to send her a message and say Peter Parker. Speak British.
Why are you bullying her?
What? Why am I doing what?
Bullying her.
We already discussing why.
She's a frail white woman. Think of the white woman here. God.
I don't want to.
But she's frail.
She's rich.
But she's frail.
She will be fine.
She might I don't
know what she could do? Step one. I'm sure she has an iPhone or something.
Of course.
Step one, swipe up.
She's probably fate or something. I don't know.
Huh?
She might fate or something. I don't know.
Because I told her to say Peter Parker. Because I asked her to say that?
Yes. Wait, on another tangent. Anytime you talk about people from the UK and they dialect, how they get so aggressive with it. Like, they talk about your mother's going to die tomorrow. Like, whoa, I just said it's going to.
Right, you be talking about the way they talk, just say Peter Parker. And they're like, well, at least I'm not down the street from a school shooting. Like,
right? Like, whoa. Like, calm down.
That's a quote, by the way. I didn't make that up.
Wow.
That was something I saw on Twitter.
That does not surprise me. Like, they get really upset about you talking about the way you dialect. Like, you say Chewsday, it's funny. Like, well, your healthcare isn't funny. Like, okay.
Whoa.
Like, that escalated. And I was like, why are y'all so aggressive about this? It's just your dialect. We don't care over here. If you put it out, you got to take it.
You're taking the piss, bro.
It's like, oh, okay. All right.
You want to be on the wrong side of a knife?
You are having way too much fun with this. I can't. All right, so it is just to sum up this whole thing with J.K. Rowling. I want to be supporting this game. I wanted to play. I remember when this game leaked years ago. I was like, oh, it's going to be awesome. And she ruined it. Like, she literally ruined it for a lot of people. So
I might pull a One Piece and play it.
What, buy used?
What's One Piece about?
Stealing?
Pirates, Michael. Pirates.
Ah, got it. But pirates steal. They steal booty. What? They plunder.
Nothing, Michael. I may go through other means to play it.
Okay.
Who knows if they're legal or not? Who knows? I don't know.
No one knows.
I'm not a lawyer.
Okay. Do you have anything to sign off about this week? Anything that upset you, pissed you off in gaming?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
Hi, Nintendo.
Oh no. Oh no.
So, I was one of the people who was playing the 3D All Stars, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is something developers like to do a lot when they remake games or port games and things like that. Making tweaks and things are fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why on this earth do you all make the controls worse? Why do you do things that don't make sense and then don't give us the options to change them? One of the worst things I've had to get adjusted to with Sunshine is how the camera works.
Oh,
And it's like inverted for some reason. And I can't change it. Why? Why are you like this? For what purpose? Who in 2020 is still using inverted camera controls on purpose? Please tell me who you are so I can tell you why you're wrong and then make you pay for this game that won't let me do any other controls. Why? What? Matter of fact, bigger issue.
Okay.
Why do people have control schemes you can't change? Why do people still even use inverted controls at this point? What is the point? What is the purpose of an inverted camera?
I can't use inverted camera.
Why? Tell me why right now.
For vertical, yes. When I press up on up to go up with the camera. Like I'm sorry, I need that. If I press up, because you press left and right goes left and right, but up and down, I feel like it should go up and down. Like if I press up, the camera should go up. If I press down, the camera should go down.
That's not inverted, is it?
That is inverted.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm not.
Because usually cameras, if you press up, it goes down. If the other way around, that's the normal way for cameras.
We're gonna revisit this.
Okay. Well, I think some games do different. I know I just did that on another game I'm playing currently. I had to do inverted for the up and down.
We're revisiting this, but right now you're still a bad person.
That's fine.
But
they should have an option.
Right, that's the bigger issue. Why don't you have the option?
Yeah.
Like, why? For what purpose? And especially when you remake games to make them better, to make them more playable, but you somehow take controls away, or you make it worse, or you don't give your people options. Is that so hard?
It's not.
Map a button?
It's not.
You know how easy it is to map buttons in other games? I don't want to hear how many lines of code it is to map a goddamn button. It's not hard.
But it's so hard. It takes us extra.
Let me find out they had to go through Crunch just to put the code in to make a button work right.
Oh, we had to do extra button stuff. That's hard.
I just want options. Options aren't bad.
Yeah,
There's so many games that give you so many options. Look at the Crash and Spyro remakes. You know why people talk about those so much? Because they are amazing.
Yeah.
They're amazing on so many fronts. Crash more than Spyro, because the Spyro, Crash is amazing, though. Because it gives you options. It gives you choice. And it takes the game and it made it better.
It gave it quality of life changes, honestly.
Yes. Yes, it did.
But Nintendo knows they don't have to do that, though.
That's the painful thing.
That's the painful.
That's true. Because people are still going to buy this and be like, this is amazing.
This is what I'm used to.
I have Sunshine on the Switch and I am happy unga bunga.
No.
Me collect Shine Sprites. me spray water. Oh no, Mario paint. I hate all of you. I hate every single one of you who picked this up and have had nothing bad to say. Every single one.
Well, it's
of
a
you.
time exclusive too. So
hey, that's
we'll go
fine.
back in the vault soon.
That's fine, because you know what's going to happen? I'm going to beat these games and I'm going to resell this game for like twice the price. Just to spite all of you.
You definitely could.
Just to spite each and every one.
You should wait till after the it goes away.
Once April 1st hits,
yeah,
I'll be like, man, this copy just became a lot more valuable. Huh?
It definitely will.
Because I was smart and I got the physical one. Because I knew this would happen.
It'll have actual value to it instead of having to download it.
So yeah, to anybody who's had nothing bad to say about this collection, I hate you. I hate your lineage. The only thing I don't hate about you is your pet, if you have one, because animals had nothing to do with this.
Yeah, they're.
But the way you were raised, no, I don't like that.
You feel better?
I feel like I went totally off topic, but I feel better.
That's what it's all about. Sounding off. Like it can go anywhere you want to go.
All right. Well, I'm done.
I don't think I have like a real sound off. Did anything make me upset this week? I think something did. Besides the Tokyo Game Show thing, it was something else that happened. Final Fantasy fans.
How did I know we were going to go back here to this old chestnut?
Cause like I was watching a video by Final Fantasy Union, and they had this super comprehensive like survey they did about why people hated Final Fantasy VII Remake, and most of it was people hate it because it's new. That was literally the thing. It was like people who played the original game hate the new one because it's new. It's not the one they used to. I'm like, they were remaking this game. They weren't going to do it the exact same way. Like, why were you expecting a 1-to-1 remake of this game?
Especially when they said it wouldn't be.
They literally said that. They said they're going to make some changes. And people are still like, well, you should have just made it like this. And blah, 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 blah. I'm like.
They even saw it in the trailer, so it would be the same.
Oh, my God. I'm just like.
Because I know y'all played the first one, and y'all ain't see all those shrouds.
All the ghosts.
Right.
I don't know. I just think the Final Fantasy fans are just like, they just go through so much extremes for no reason. Like, the amount of work that went into making that video just seems crazy to me. There were 14,000 people responding to that thing on why they hated this game or liked it. And it just seems like this is just a lot of work for something that you might not even want to play to begin with. Like, I don't know. I just felt like it was just a waste of time. Like, the people who are like, we turn-based my Final Fantasy games are annoying too. Or the people like, turn-based is only good in Final Fantasy, which is a lie. Like, Persona still is right there. Like, it's selling very well too.
Shin Megami Tensei is right there.
Like, all these games that do turn-based are still there and still thriving. Like,
strategy games are right there.
They're right there. And they're selling really good. I don't know. I feel
Etrian Odyssey is right there.
I feel like people who are super attached to a franchise don't want to go out. It's like the people who like hate Street Fighter 5. And it was like other options, like, hey, you should play these games.
No, I just want to hate Street Fighter 5.
Exactly. It's the same thing. I just want to hate Final Fantasy. I'm like, you guys have hated Final Fantasy since 10. Like, everything after 10 you hated just about. Like, just play something else. Like, it's okay. Like, I get it. You love this franchise.
12 is so good.
People hate 12 too, though.
That's such a disappointment.
Like, since 10 is like the last beloved version of Final Fantasy.
I won't lie to you. People who hate 12 are some of the weakest people I will ever know.
Like, I didn't hate it. I just didn't like the mouse was there. But that was
that's fine. But I mean people who hate it.
No, when they told me the people from Vagrant Story were going to be doing the costumes and like the characters, I'm like, oh, give me this.
And you can see it in it too.
Oh my God, the characters out for 12 are some of the best.
Balthier is straight from Vagrant Story.
Oh God, Balthier and like Fran. Hey, you Vaughn. Like Vaughn's costume's cute too, even though he's useless.
I hate Vaughn.
He didn't do nothing.
Exactly.
That's why you don't. Why would you hate somebody who didn't do nothing?
I hate Vaughn because he's just so floundering. Everybody has a goal, and his goal is to find a goal.
Sometimes it be like that in life.
He's just like, oh.
Have you ever met somebody that just like don't have a like direction in life and don't know what they're gonna do?
I just wanted to do something.
He could try to figure it out. Everybody can't be Ash with like all this like stuff for dealing with her continent and everything, and her being a princess.
How come Balthier couldn't be the protagonist? He's so cool.
That would have been kind of pretty epic, though.
Or Bosch?
I don't know about Bosch being a protagonist.
Well,
though.
I mean, given the reveal that happens later, it would have made sense.
True. But Balthier and Fran being the main characters again, that would have been epic.
That would have been so good.
But that's not the way the Final Fantasy formula works. There's got to be some little twink. Can't be some little twink. I am excited about the new Final Fantasy 16. I'm really excited about this game.
I beat his ass in real life.
It's going to be an M-rated game. That's going to be good.
Oh.
Some blood and
people
stuff.
going to die.
Yeah, people going to die for real. Like, we ain't got no more of that. Oh, no, he's knocked out. No, he's dead. Like, blood will be shed in this game.
Man, Faraga going to burn people alive?
For real. Like, dead.
Man, people going to get hit with Blizzaga and get frostbite.
People already hate this game. The game even came out yet. Like, 16 just got announced. People
Is it gonna be turn based?
Yep, that's what it is. It looks bad. It's it's not turn based.
Play Bravely Default 2.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
The game's gonna be great, by the way.
I can't wait for 16. I'm ready.
Same.
I need
I'm here for it.
medieval.
It looks so good.
Like 15 just put such a bad taste in my mouth.
Like,
but
that might be the console seller for me.
Whenever it comes out, but it's gonna be probably done sooner since they're like a lot more further along as they thought we were. So,
well, it's Square Enix, so I'm gonna just wait for it to come out before I believe it's out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, where's Tales of Arise at? Sorry, I just gotta make sure.
I feel like you do that every.
I have to make sure we have that every. I need a shirt that says that. Lost game. Where is it? Where is it?
But see, you're just gonna be swapping it off other games.
I mean, that's good. I do it. Have a whole campaign. Like, have you seen me?
Man, just start a Twitter that's like days since Arise has been announced.
Yo, I should do that. Or at least like I might do that in some fashion. Like a countdown. Like, it's been 80 days since we've seen any information about Tales of Arise. I want the game so bad. Ugh.
All right, before you continue to go off the rails, let's wrap this show up.
All right, you got any last announcements or anything, or any final words?
Let's see. I got a review coming soon, very soon.
Oh, yes.
So you'll know what else I've been playing. By the way, pretty good games, but don't know if I'm going to give it the glowing review I initially thought.
Bum bum bum.
So there's something to look forward to. Have I said this yet? Buy Hades?
You said that earlier. You need a t-shirt that says "Buy Hades."
Hey, I'll wear it. So, remember to buy Hades. It's only $25. I'm sure you have it.
Tell Supergiant, like, his shirt says "Buy Hades" or "Play
Hades." Of course, buy Hollow Knight. I mean, duh.
You need to put that in your bio.
You guys should have already done that already.
You need to put that in your bio on Twitter.
What, buy Hades? Or?
Yes, both.
Hey, why not?
Play Hades or buy Hades, whichever one you want to use.
I guess whichever one lets me use the most characters. But yeah, of course, play Hades, play Hollow Knight. Yeah, what about you?
No real announcements. Burn the Witch comes out this week. Watching that. Need to watch that.
Ah, yes. This is for people who are Bleach fans.
Yes.
Who have suddenly started to hate Bleach, but actually hate Bleach because they want to join the crowd.
You guys suck. All you retroactive people who are like, oh, Bleach sucks. Y'all would not say that was on Toonami. Y'all was sitting there waiting every week for a new episode.
Yeah, this isn't something that you all of a sudden thought critically about. You heard one person say it, and then you started thinking to yourself, you know what?
Yeah, it's pretty much that.
Chad didn't do a lot. No, I hate Bleach.
No, I hate Bleach. Chad was so cool. I love Chad.
We already know that Tight Kubo got away with saying the same story twice, okay? We get it. But it was cool.
The fact that this movie's going to be in the Bleach universe just makes me want to watch it even more.
All right, we're starting on a whole new tangent.
We are.
Burn the Witch. Watch that.
Watch it. All right, guys. I guess that's going to wrap up this episode of Rushdown Radio. Thanks for tuning in. Go to our website. Go to our Facebook. All of our socials are Rushdown Radio. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you next episode.